Welcome back to episode 3 of the whole package. Woo! Give it up.
Here we go. Here we go. I'm excited to be here.
Today, I've got my good friend, best friend, roommate, Richard Reisinger.
Hey, happy to be on the whole package. You know, it's an honor to say the least.
Talk about a guy who's got the whole package.
Yeah.
Look at this dude.
Yeah, it's hard. You know, it's hard being on a podcast that really just exemplifies who I am.
Yeah, elaborate. What do you mean?
I mean, I can just kind of do it all. You know, academic weapon, athletic weapon.
Tell them about how many points you dropped in rec runs in basketball.
Yeah, one time, freshman year of college, basketball, dropped 37 points one time. Team scored 96, probably a Florida record if I had to say so myself. But you know, that's a humble brag. Humble brag.
I mean, I'll humble brag too. When I was in high school varsity year, we lost by 100 points. That was pretty awesome.
Yeah, I mean,
have you done that?
No. I'm not.
Trust me, I still scored like 10 points, but
you know, I'm more of a winner. You know, we didn't play.
Best winners know how to lose.
Gosh, you should get that on a shirt.
Like,
you should put that.
You want to talk about someone else to win?
LeBron James.
LeBron James. Gosh, 40 years old, dominating the league.
It's crazy. I don't know how he does it. I mean, the $1 million every year into his body, it's amazing. The way he just works day in, day out. He's my role model. I put him above probably my father, if I had to be honest.
I mean,
Big Rich.
If you had the opportunity to have LeBron as your father, would you make that happen?
Yeah, I mean, if I was Brawny, I would probably be the happiest person in the world. I mean,
if you could switch bodies with Brawny right now, would you?
Oh, I'd drop it all right now. I'd fly to LA. I'd be a 19-year-old two-way player for the Lakers.
So let's talk about the Lakers' new strategy. I'm hearing that they're calling it BBL, Brawny, Braun, and Luca.
I think it works to perfection. I mean, Brawny had a nice 9-point night the other night. I mean, they lost to the Jazz, not good.
Yeah, I mean, between the three of them, they're going to score 400 points a night. Like, who needs defense?
It might be between LeBron and Luca, 398 of those points, but it doesn't matter.
Listen, Brawny's going to have his points. He's going to get that bag. It's going
to be at a low field goal percentage, but he's going to get a couple.
That step back three from the other night, that's going to be a late night find in about 10 years when people are talking about how Brawny's better than LeBron.
I play that clip to fall asleep every night.
Really?
Is that clip.
Really?
Brawny step back three. Occasionally when I'm having a rough day, I just throw in his G League highlights of him averaging about 25 and 5, and it reminds me that he is he's the prince.
Those are good.
You know, you have the king with LeBron, and you got sweet Prince Brawny, and they're coming up. He's gonna be something, to say the least.
Yeah, I mean,
but what about Bryce? And then you have Bryce going to Arizona.
Bryce actually, that dude's got a package when it comes to layups. He knows how to finish. He's smooth. He's what, 6'7" too. He's got the size Brawny's lacking.
Yeah. I mean, do we credit LeBron or Savannah?
I think that's all Savannah. That shows it. If you had the pick, you gotta be raised by your mother.
Yeah, she knows what she's doing. I mean, Braun was on the road, you know, being the greatest athlete of all time.
Time.
Like Michael Jordan, who? Clip that.
I mean, the only guy who could maybe keep up is Travis Hunter, but
Travis Hunter is a close second. Travis Hunter going to the combine this week. I'm sure he's going to show out.
People are saying that he relies too much on his athleticism, but that's ridiculous. The guy's a freak.
Yeah, he is just a freak. I mean, he also has probably a more stable home life than LeBron. You know, his girlfriend's top of the line. You know, she's there for him every single day.
Yeah.
She helps network with other guys for him, like helps get a big network for him. So he, you know, I think Travis is definitely going to be a problem in the league next year. It's going to be exciting to see which way he plays and who drafts him.
I got a question for you. It's LeBron James, but he's in the movie Cars. How many Piston Cups is he winning?
Oh, dude. I mean,
listen, he's got to compete with Lightning McQueen. Is Lightning like Jordan? I don't know.
I think he's gonna have a few second places to learn, you know, but
you've got to be Cal Non Jr. before you can be Ricky Bobby.
Also put that on a shirt.
Yeah,
because that's a fact. I think. And then, I mean, is Curry that French guy, Gerard? Is that his?
Yeah,
Gerard?
Curry's probably Jean Girard.
Yeah, I mean, I think Piston Cup wise, he's at least 7 easily. I mean, what is that?
9 probably.
Yeah.
If we're being realistic about it.
I was being humble for the guy, you know. Yeah. But I think he's just
6'7", 200. How much does he weigh? 250 pounds. Like, that guy's gonna be a beast on the track against Lightning McQueen.
Dude, he's gonna be a freak of a car, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, who's going to be his mater, though? That's the real question. Dwayne Wade? I don't know. Kyrie? I think it'd be Kyrie.
Probably Kyrie.
Yeah, he's just a humble guy.
Especially after the flat Earth allegations.
Yeah, Mater's not the brightest guy.
No.
So I think Kyrie does fit that mold pretty good.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm just excited to see LeBron and Europe connect with Luca. You know, his marketing's going to go crazy.
Yeah.
Man, it's exciting to see the NBA. It's a terrible product. I'm not going to lie. It is awful. But I think we saw some little bit of, I don't want to say collusion, but I think there was a little bit of collusion from the upstairs. You know, Adam Silver, the Mavs owners, they might have made a call. I mean, I heard a great just theory about this from a good pal of mine to my right, Liam, about why Luca got traded. I don't know if you want to expand on that.
It all comes down to gambling. The Adelsons, the family that bought the Mavericks, the 2/3 of the Mavericks from Mark Cuban, they're a casino family. They're from Vegas. They made their money off of casinos, and they've been trying to get gambling in Texas for a long time. And the theory is that they're now using the Luka trade to tank the Mavericks as leverage to convince Adam Silver to allow them to either A, move the Dallas Mavericks to Vegas, or B, to use it as leverage against the Texas legislature to convince them as to why they should open more new casinos in Texas. Yeah. Because as of right now, they don't have any leverage. But if the market of the Dallas Mavericks tanks, then Texas is going to want to fill that gap somewhere. And ironically, or not ironic, coincidentally, right now is the 140-day legislature window where for the next 2 years, where every single law that's going to be in effect for the next 2 years in Texas is happening. Like, they're deciding them right now. And so it's no coincidence that the Adelsons just made the call to trade Luka. Like, they're burning jerseys in Dallas. They're literally, I mean, not rioting, but they're protesting out front of the stadium. I mean, it's not a good look.
Yeah, I mean, I think.
And look how good these Vegas teams do. The Golden Knights are one of the most profitable franchises in the NHL.
The Raiders
have a sick football stadium.
It is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, I would not mind seeing a team go out to Las Vegas personally.
And people would spend a bag going to NBA games in Las Vegas.
Dude, that's Adam Silver's dream. I mean, I think Adam Silver's a terrible commissioner, if I'm being honest here.
Yeah.
I think the players own him.
If he went to UM Law, he'd be a better commissioner.
Yeah, he probably went to like Yale.
Some other Ivy League. Yeah.
He didn't know what he was talking about, but he's no David Stern. I think that's a very credible theory. I know you ran it by one of the most esteemed legal minds, Erwin Stotsky.
I did.
And
I did. Creator of Elements, Chicago University Law School graduate.
Legend, I would even say.
Mega legend.
Legend in the legal community. Also, noted LeBron hater, Erwin Stotsky. But, I mean, I think there's a little bit of actuality to that. I wouldn't be surprised if it came out and, hey, Adam Silver and these Adelson guys, they're colluding to get the ratings up, some more money in Vegas. I mean, gambling wise, I know one of the original guests of this show, Micah Krakoff, is an expert in sport gambling
and antitrust
law. So if any of you guys watching this podcast one day have any questions about the antitrust scrutiny,
he should be back on episode 4 with his thoughts.
We'll get him out here. But I think we can get him with his takes on the antitrust scrutiny between the monopoly of the Hard Rock app, which is terrible. I think we need
terrible
to fix that.
Money lines,
awful money lines,
awful odds, terrible payouts.
Yeah. But you know what's not bad money lines? Vegas. You bring
great money lines.
You bring those freaking Mavericks out to Las Vegas, and those money lines are awesome. And people are gonna be happy because they're gonna be winning. Gambling, the casino's still winning, but it'll work.
It'll work. All right, one last spicy question before we wrap up today's episode. You're giving out the prayer before you eat your dinner. Which form of Jesus are you praying to?
I'm a
baby Jesus or rockstar Jesus? Let's hear it.
Depending on the situation. If it's a normal weekday dinner, I go
No, it's special.
We're going like Christmas or Easter?
It's Christmas.
I'm going Leonard Skinner, singing lead and Leonard Skinner with angel wings coming behind his body, wearing a tuxedo t-shirt, because that screams, I'm classy, but I like to party.
That's a very valid Jesus to pray to.
Yeah, I mean, some old geezer one time said that Jesus at one point was a man who had a beard. His name was Chip. Chip is out of his mind. You know, it's if you're saying grace, you say the Jesus that you want to say. And as the wise man Ricky Bobby also once said, he pays the bills. He prays to whatever Jesus he wants to pray to. And he's a big baby Jesus guy. You know, he also he has sponsored graces, which I think is a great idea. I know in this NIL world, I think you get some of these Christian athletes saying,
I'm pretty sure it's
graces.
in Shadur's last NIL contract with Tesla for his Cybertruck. He had to pray to the Elon form of Jesus at every single dinner.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. You know, you get.
No,
I'm going to say
they pay good money for those.
I know DJ Lagway is a nice, upstanding Christian fellow, Florida quarterback, and I think I wouldn't be surprised if him and Gatorade, they have an NIL collab if every single grace that he says before team games, he has to shout out Gatorade. I know Ricky Bobby had a Powerade one, so I think they coincide quite a bit.
I mean, Gatorade's a Florida product.
Yeah, it is a Gator product, and it's the better product as well. But I wouldn't mind if I would get hyped up as a Florida fan if I saw a prayer before the game where we get a little Gatorade shout out. You kidding me? Oh, I'd be storming the field.
It'd be epic.
It would be pretty awesome.
All right. Well, thank you for joining episode 3 of The Whole Package, Richard. It was a pleasure to have you on. I think we had a really riveting discussion.
I agree.
I think the viewers are going to like this one.
Yeah. Thank you for having me. I'm happy to be a guest today on The Whole Package. Hopefully I'll be back here soon.
And you stay classy, University of Miami.
Yep, absolutely.